Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Grant, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch right. You must be getting tired.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 77 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And again, it's Prescott. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll throw again. Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Prescott's pass complete to Terry McLaurin.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Redskins
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
That's caught by Howard. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
24. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Man open. That's Kiki QT. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Off of play action, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, it's Watson. Got a man open, it's Ross. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch twitch.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
55.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. To throw on third down. Watson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line. Prescott now. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
You don't want it. Out. Alert. Flare. Alert 3. Check.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they look very aware that those could happen on any given down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Watson. Got Gordon open, completes it.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And an alley to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch.
On second down, it's Jacobs. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Watson buying time to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 66. Pull it. Now. Hey, 31. Echo, echo. Let him go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw is incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Slam. Slam.
To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. His short throw caught by Goddard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee. And that's the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Here's Watson on third down. He finds his target, Fuller.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
56 to Mike. 56 to the
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 40. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
check three, check three, check three. Shoot, shoot.
Hey, Peter,
Watch the sip.
line up, line up.
31, check 31.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
To throw is Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check it out, read.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd down and goal. Watson, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and a yard. Prescott looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Prescott. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, he's just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Another time now.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
On first down, Watson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dallas Goedert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54 down, he's coming.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Watson now to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run again with Love on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On second down, it's Love. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, here's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, here's Love. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On second down now, it's Love.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So So for the Redskins, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.